Good morning. It is Saturday morning. It's just coming up to 10 o'clock and I've just spent a lovely hour drinking my coffee and stitching away. So here's where we're up to after an hour this morning. And if I just move this to the side, this part here is this part here of her dress. So my plan is, I think, to try and stitch this part of her dress, these kind of ruffles of her dress, and then move on to this big section here, and then start moving up the kind of bodice of her dress and do the shoulder piece, the strap or whatever it is. Obviously not today, but I think that's the direction I'm going to move in. So for the rest of the day, have a busy day, but if I get some time to stitch, I want to kind of move down into this section. So yeah, that's the plan for today. Good evening, everyone. It is about 5 to 6 on Saturday evening, and I've just come back, well, about an hour ago, just come back from doing the food shop. I don't usually do the food shop on a Saturday, and I can tell you that doing the food shop on the Saturday of the Maybank holiday weekend, when you live in Wexford, is not for the faint of heart. And yeah, I just had to just sit down for a few minutes with a cup of tea when I got back because I felt like my head was going to explode. There's just people everywhere. Obviously great to see it and great to have them, but yeah, it'd just be pretty hectic on these bank holidays down here. So like I said, just had about half an hour of stitching on the dress, and I'm actually quite happy. Maybe it's a bit of early doors confidence, but I'm quite happy with the progress that we're making on the dress. I think it's really starting to take shape. And to be honest, I have to say I love working with these colours, these kind of olivey colours. I know on the camera they're coming out a bit yellow and a bit strange, but they're beautiful. And I'm really am loving working with those. So I'm going to put this down, go and do a bit of work around the house, maybe make some dinner, and then come back later on. And I'm really hoping to get 2 hours in this evening. That was kind of my plan with this whole challenge, was I kind of said, no, I'm just going to really stick at it in the evenings just for the month of May to see the progress I can make. And yeah, I really want to get a good chunk of stitching. So I will see you later. Good evening, everyone. Well, I shouldn't really say good evening. I should actually say good morning because it has literally just gone midnight. I think it is 6 minutes past midnight. So it's technically Sunday, but I have just finished off a little bit of stitching. Just got half an hour done with a nice cup of chamomile tea. Today was completely different than what I expected. It turned out to be a really busy day, a lot going on, and stitching just, wasn't a priority. Having said that, I did actually manage to get 2 hours in total, which I think is pretty impressive given the day that was in it and everything else that I had to do. Tomorrow is Sunday. I actually am hoping, I know, famous last words, hoping to get a good bit of stitching done tomorrow. I've kind of cleared, there are a few things I need to do tomorrow, but I've kind of cleared a big block in the afternoon that I'm hoping to get a nice big chunk of stitching done. So hoping that we're going to finish this part of the dress and then move into the big section of the dress. I know it looks really weird here because the light is so low. So that's the plan for tomorrow, and we'll talk to you then. Good night.